guys, it's Riley or rilzthrifted over on Instagram and Poshmark, and today I'm doing a what sold video. So I'm sitting a little off-centered because I will be popping up pictures of what sold right over here. It's gonna be a what sold in the second half of January. I'm gonna do a part 1 and part 2 for the first week and then the second week in January, or I guess the third and the fourth week. November sales were slow, December sales were slow, and January sales have been relatively slow. They've started to pick up in the last week, I'd say, but still, I don't think I'm going to hit my goal for the month. But, you know, I'm not going to tell you my gross and my net sales because I haven't calculated it yet, but I will tell you what the item sold for, what my earnings were, and how much I paid for the item. Guesstimate, because I don't have my spreadsheet sitting in front of me that tells me what I've paid, but I have an idea in my head of what I've paid and about how much I made on the item. Not my first sale of the month, but my first January 15th sale, I sold these Times Black glitter flats for $13, and they are from the Goodwill outlet. You may have possibly seen them in my Goodwill outlet shoes haul. I did sell these for $13 because Tom's is a pretty oversaturated market. Generally, I'd say they were selling for like $18 to $22-ish, but I got a $13 offer in like 2 days, and I was like, you know what, I'll still make $9-ish on them. I don't love Tom's, so I took it. Also, sales were slow. I want to make money. So that was my only sale for January 15th, and it was like a $9 profit. January 16th, I sold this Topshop black wrap dress, and it sold for $20. Also, besides January being slow, January has seemed to be the month for me where I'm cleaning out old inventory for relatively cheap. Just a lot of stuff I'm really tired of looking at. I've been getting offers on for maybe a little less than I wanted to get for them. But I'm tired of looking at them, I want them gone. So this Topshop black dress actually wasn't listed for too long, but it was sat in my death pile for a while. It was a cute dress. It had a small stain on the shoulder. And I picked this up at last chance, maybe for $4 or $5. So that leaves me with like a $10 to $12 profit. Next up on the 17th, so again, 16th one sale, 15th one sale. 17th, I sold this Victoria's Secret sequined bikini top. It sold for $12. I picked this up from the bins and paid like 50 to 60 cents for it, so a little over $6 profit. Honestly, I was not expecting to make much on this bikini top, or really any bikini top I pick up from the bins. I'm okay with a $6 profit on bikini tops. They're relatively easy to photograph and list, and I got it from the bins. And you know what, $6? I say this all the time, $6 buys me lunch. Or depending on where I'm eating, half of my lunch. Not half, but maybe half with tax. And I say that because I really, really love food and I really, really love to eat out. Also, $6 buys me gas to go to the thrift store. So, I mean, I understand if you're don't want to do the work for $6, but I'll do the work for $6. Okay, so on the 18th, again, only one sale. 15th one sale, 16th one sale, 17th one sale, 18th. Let's see. I'll look in the future. Oh, 18th I had more than one sale. Okay, so 18th I have more than one sale to share with you. On the 18th I sold this Anthropologie left of center high-low tank top, and this sold for $20. Here's the thing with this tank top. I thought it was a dress when I bought it, and I paid a dress price for it, and it sat in my death pile for a little bit because I hate photographing white. Anyway, my earnings were $16. I paid $6 for it, I'm assuming, unless I had a discount, but let's just say $6. I made probably about a $10 profit, and if anything, if I paid less than $6, I still only made about a $12 profit. So that was kind of a bummer, but also if I knew that it was a tank top, I wouldn't have picked it up for that price. It's kind of like a tank tunic, actually. Next, on the 18th, I sold these green Lululemon Wonder Under leggings. These were actually a reposh for me. I purchased them maybe last year, a year and a half ago, and they just didn't fit the way I like, which is weird because I have other Wonder Unders in this size, but these ones, for some reason, I just didn't like them. So I sold them. I did make a profit on these. I think I actually lost a few dollars, but I wore them a few times. Next, on the 18th, I sold these Current Elliott gray floral print skinny jeans. And I got an offer for $25, and I was very happy with this offer. These have been sitting for a while. I would not recommend picking up floral printed jeans. Colored jeans, also not really in style right now. And these were also an older pair from like 2014. If I had gotten them a few years ago, a lot of celebrities had worn them. But you know, in 2020, not really looking for what people want. Anyway, I probably paid $5 for these. My profit was $15. Honestly, would I want more for Current Elliott just because it's a high-end brand? Yes, but I'm glad I at least made $15. I'm decently, like, knowing the style, I'm happy with a $15 profit. Next was a profit I was not happy with. I picked up, on the 18th as well, I sold this Everlane light pink short-sleeved t-shirt. It sold for $10, and that leaves me with $7 earnings. I probably profited $3 on this. First of all, let's be real, my picture kind of sucks. This was just a hard color to photograph. So this wasn't the first time I found Everlane, but I really haven't found Everlane, and when I have, it's always been basics. So I saw this Everlane shirt and was like, oh my gosh, it's Everlane, and just threw it in my cart. I shouldn't have picked this up. I sold it for $10, and honestly, I think that was probably a pretty fair price. At the bins, sure, totally, I'd be really happy with that profit. Paying $4 for it, it was what I'm guessing I paid for it, not so much. So next up on the 18th, I sold this ModCloth crochet teal floral casual dress. And I don't find a whole lot of ModCloth, and I picked this up over the summer because I was just excited to see a ModCloth brand. And I was rolling to the checkout and a new rack came out and I just kind of peeked at it. I was like, oh, ModCloth, and threw it in my cart. I didn't even look at it. But, so I got home and it was stained. And stained in a few places. So I got an offer for $10. I accepted that offer for $10 because I've had lower offers and I was like, I at least want to make my money back. So I made my money back and profited $1. I'm glad it's gone. Okay, then I'm gonna share this because guess what? Everybody gets returns. It happens. So on the 18th again, I sold these Dansko Black Mary Jane clogs. I got these at the bins. They sold for $25 and she opened a case. They're more worn than I described them to be. She said the bottom is coming off. What'd she say? She said, she did not let me know the sole of the shoe is coming undone. Which, sorry, the event heat just came on. The sole's not coming undone. I know that I did the twist test, I checked it. I doubt anything happened in shipping. But there was also a little, like, rip in the strap, which I don't think would necessarily prevent wear, like you wearing them. But it is a flaw I didn't mention. I didn't know there was a rip in the strap. I didn't check them over enough. So I accepted the return. I want to see what she was talking about with the sole when I get them back, because I will sell them again, even like with the flaw in the strap, as long as there's nothing wrong. But you know, I got those Danskos and I've twisted them like you're supposed to twist them because I've had problems with Dansko in the past. But I can't say I'm going to stop picking up Dansko, especially if there's still money in them at the bins. It's just kind of a bummer when I've had problems with Dansko. I've had a return on Danskos before because of the sole condition. But that was a bummer that I got a return on this because it sold for $25 and I picked them up from the bins. Okay, next up on the 19th, I sold this Victoria's Secret lavender nightie, or slip, or lingerie, whatever you want to call it. I sold this for $14. Victoria's Secret lingerie pieces and nighties used to do super well for me. I'm talking back like 2 years ago. I picked them up all the time for like, cause nobody's really, at least nobody used to really be shopping for the Victoria's Secret slips in the thrift store. So they'd always go to half off. I'd pick them for half off, pick them up for half off, and then sell them for $20 to $25 and make a pretty good profit on that. Like maybe like $14, $15. Since 2 years ago, my thrift stores, the Goodwills, have been pricing up Victoria's Secret anything. So the nighties are often $7. I could still get them half off for $3.50, but also the market is, Victoria's Secret doesn't have as good of a market for the nighties as it did 2 years ago. So I'm not exactly sure how long this has been sitting in my closet. but it has been long enough for me to accept a $14 offer on it, which leaves me with $11. I maybe paid $2.50 for this, so like an $8 something cent profit. I'm pretty much only picking Victoria's Secret items up at the bins now, and still I'm gonna expect to sit on them for a little while. Next, on the 19th, I sold these Sam Edelman strappy nude heels, like a sandal heel, and they sold for $17. So this was a bad buy on my part, and I will explain why. I have these shoes in black in my closet that have still not sold. I got these ones after that, and I knew they're just not this Sam Edelman style I don't think is a very sought after one. It's just not a very popular one, which honestly is a cute style, so I don't know why. But I purchased these anyway, knowing that. I was like, well, they're Sam Edelman. I probably paid half off for them. That's probably why I bought them. So I would not recommend picking up this style. I still need to sell those black ones. If I got them at the bins, I'd probably just take them to Plato's Closet. Anyway, my earnings were $6.15. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. My earnings were $13.60. I paid probably anywhere from $2.50 to $5 for them, so again, not a big profit. As you can see, this is what I'm talking about. January's not been my best month. I'm clearing out a lot of old inventory for cheap. I'm sorry these are not very exciting sales, but you know what? It's real life. Next up on the 19th. Ugh, this was, okay, a good sale, but an annoying review. So it was a bundle. Both items, men's shoes purchased from the bins. I have been purchasing men's items from the bins, and they are doing pretty well for me. So I'm going to keep purchasing men's items, not to the extent I purchase women's, but continue to purchase men's. So first up are these American Eagle men's leather boots, and I had these priced at $17. They did have, they did have some wear, and I didn't notice at the bins that the ankles had like a few little rips in the leather. I was surprised these were real leather, which they were. They didn't feel like real leather at all. They felt pretty cheap, and they were American Eagle. But I still listed them anyway, and they sold really fast with these Cole Haan men's, kind of like a chuckaboot leather style. That was weird, a leather chuckaboot style. And I had these listed at $39. Again, these had a little bit of wear. They're from the bins. These were not listed very long, maybe a week at the most. And so I sold the bundle for $40. That meant my earnings were $30.20, and I paid $2.20 for both these pairs of shoes. So that was a really good profit. On the 20th, I sold these Lululemon black, gray, they were gray, I don't know why I said black, gray, Lululemon gray cropped leggings. And I have had these listed for a while, probably because they were a size 2. And they sold for $30, which meant my earnings were $24. I'm pretty sure I paid $10 for these. So $14 profit. So also January 20th, I sold this Anthropologie, I think it was Odile, was a sub-brand, red v-neck maxi dress. This dress was hard to photograph, and I couldn't find a stock photo for it because it was an older style. It sold for $29, and that gave me an earnings of $23.20. I paid $6 most likely for this dress, which leaves me with a $17 profit, which I'm happy with. For a dress, $17 I'm happy with. Okay, so also on the 20th, I sold this Aritzia Wilfred Free black bodycon dress. It was new with tags. I sold it for $25. My earnings were $20. I probably paid $6 for it, which makes my earnings $14. I would have liked to make more for this dress, but also I got an offer and I just wanted to move it. It wasn't sitting for too long, maybe 2 weeks, but I was like, whatever, I'll take that offer and take my $14. January's been slow. With Aritzia brands, do you tag them as Aritzia or as a sub-brand of like Wilfred Free or Wilfred? I started tagging them as Aritzia, and I think it helps, but I'm not sure. Okay, so I went from the 20th to the 23rd, so no sales on the 21st or the 22nd. But on the 23rd, I sold these, which are still pending acceptance, finger crossed, everything goes well with the order. These Mountain Hardwear green hiking pants for $26. My earnings were $20.80. I probably paid $5 for these. So like a $15-ish profit. I'm okay with that. Although these did sit for longer than I hoped they would sit, and I do have another pair sitting in my closet. I picked them up at the bins, not at regular Goodwill. It's not an item I am happy to look at in my closet, and when I'm sharing, I'm kind of like, ugh, I wish that would sell. 3 more sales to go through. So also on the 23rd, I sold these Abercrombie black high-waisted jeans, and they sold for $18, which left me with an earnings of $14.40. And I picked these up from the bins. You may have seen them in my haul. I thought about taking them to Play-Doh's, but I just listed them because they're black high-waisted jeans. And I paid 50 cents for them, so I made a profit of like $13.90 super quickly. I am very happy with that profit. So like paying $10 and sitting on Lululemon leggings and making $14, like sitting on them for like 6 months and then only making $14, kind of a bummer. Selling a pair of Abercrombie jeans for $18 that I picked up at the bins for 50 cents, listed for like a week and a half. Actually, no, these were only listed for like 2 days. I'm super happy with that. Okay, also on the 23rd, I sold this Zara black and blue. I sold this Zara New with Tags black embroidered top. I picked this up at Plato's Closet forever ago. At least a year ago, a year and a half ago. I should have rephotographed it. My pictures kind of sucked. I did relist it though when I found this model picture you were seeing. It was a funky shirt. When I originally purchased it, you can see the embroidery is on the back. I thought it was on the front. I don't know if I would have purchased it though. But I paid up for it at Plato's Closet. I don't remember how much. I just remember I paid up for it. I sold for $16. I took the offer because I had been sitting on it forever with 0 interest. So I just wanted it out of my house. My earnings were $12.80. I probably made about $5 to $7 on this top. At least I'm not losing money. Last sale of January 23rd. I sold this Madewell bralette bundle. Both of these bralettes were purchased at Last Chance for $4 each. And I can often, Madewell bralettes do relatively well, certain styles. These styles I found out, this style, same style, different color. This style does not do well. I would stay away from this bralette. I've had these for a while. I had the pink one priced at $18 and the orange one priced at $19. And I sold the whole bundle, I believe. Yeah, I sold the bundle for $18. That left me with an earnings of $14.40, so I made about $8 on this. I'm just glad to see these bralettes move. I still have one more of this style in the pink bralette. I will not be picking up this style anymore. Honestly, I've pretty much stopped picking up bralettes in the last few months because I picked them up at Last Chance. Free People in Madewell. I would still pick up Madewell bralettes. Certain Madewell styles will sell in 24 hours. But this style, don't pick up this style. Alright guys, so that was part 1 of what sold in the second half of January. Part 2 will be coming out after January is over, so I can tell you what sold in the end of January. As you can see, sales do not always go very well. For me, this was a lot of low dollar profits, low dollar sales price, moving out old inventory. What's inventory I didn't want to look at anymore, I don't want to share anymore, so I'm okay moving it out at this lower price at this point. Sales have started to pick up for me a little bit, so hopefully part 2 of this video will be a little more interesting to watch. If you did watch till the end, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you like reselling content. I will have lots more reselling content coming soon. I hope you are making lots of sales. Goodbye.